now your boy Neo is getting canceled because of what now? Is it me?
What's up, family? It's your favorite cousin, China Dela Cruz. Welcome to Red Love and Light TV, where I share cause I care, and you know I live to make him famous. And with girls see, you know I'm gonna sip it and throw the word on you at the same time. Hit that subscribe bell, and let's get into it.
What's up, family? I'm your favorite cousin, China Dela Cruz. Once again, thank you so much for coming to my channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that like button and share this message, okay? So we about to get into this because guess what? Your boy Neo is under fire, okay? Do y'all know that they're going out of their way to try to cancel him? Simply because he gave his opinion about how he would raise his own kids, how he is raising his own kids. They're canceling him. Now, Neo has rights just like everybody else in this world. Just like me, just like you, okay? If he doesn't want his kids growing up confused, because that's exactly what it is, and we all know God is not the author of confusion. If he made you and formed you in your mother's womb, male, when you come into this world, you're going to be male. If he formed you in your mother's womb as female, guess what? No matter how you try to cover it up, baby, you're going to be born female. God doesn't make mistakes at all. He is not the author of confusion. But I'm going to let y'all watch this video clip and then we're going to come back with my commentary. Watch this.
It's almost as if protecting the innocence of our children has now become a sin in the world that we live in. If we don't get on board with the agenda of this world and co-sign all of their wicked behavior, then suddenly everything that we stand for as parents, as believers, is sinful in the eyes of the world. Just show you what Neo said that had everybody going crazy.
Parents have almost forgotten what the role of a parent is.
Amen.
It's like, okay,
lost control.
If your little boy comes to you and says, "Daddy, I want to be a girl," and you just let him rock with that, you just let.
Right.
He's 5.
Right. And where did he get that from?
If you let this 5-year-old boy decide to eat candy all day, he's going to do that.
Exactly.
Like, when did it become a good idea to let a 5-year-old, let a 6-year-old, let a 12-year-old make a life-changing decision for themselves?
Right.
When did that happen?
Right.
Like, I don't understand that. I don't get that.
And to medicate these young kids that are 5, 6, growing up and knowing that it affects their brain, it affects their organs, it makes them sick, but they're not allowed to do drugs, they're not allowed to do alcohol.
Right.
We can medicate them up.
He can't drive a car yet, but he can decide his sex.
Right, right. What sexual orientation, and he can cut off his pee-pee, and that, to me, that makes no sense whatsoever.
And so I don't know if this is true, but I heard a rumor that they either passed or are trying to pass a law in LA that states if your child comes to you and asks to do some of these things and you say no, they can take your kid from you.
Yeah, that's true. Just passed in California.
That makes no sense.
They want us to have no control over our children.
But I don't get it.
In schools,
I don't get it.
Hospitals, libraries.
Yeah.
They just want to manipulate. You got to understand, when they're so young and they're already, that's
impressionable.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And from them, they're going to believe what you say. I mean, we say Santa Claus is real, the Easter
and they
Bunny.
Believe it. Like,
right, exactly.
Like,
they know what they're doing.
Remember who you're dealing with. Like, I can't take credit for it, but I heard somebody say one time, it was like, all right, if your son comes to you and says, "Daddy, I want to be a girl," ask your son, what is a girl?
That's a good one.
What is he going to do? He's going to say, well, he might want to play with dolls. All right, you want to play with dolls? Fine, play with dolls.
Right.
But you're a boy playing with dolls.
That's
I want to
right.
wear pink. All right, cool, wear pink. But you're a boy
That's right.
wearing pink. No issue with the LBGT. I have no problem with with nobody. Okay,
Right.
love who you love, do what you do.
Exactly.
I just personally come from an era where a man was a man and a woman was a woman, and it wasn't but two genders, and that's just how I rocked.
Me
now,
too.
You could identify as a goldfish if you feel it.
Right.
I don't care.
agree.
That ain't my business. it becomes my business when you try to make me play the game with you. I'm not finna call you a
Right.
goldfish, but
Exactly.
you want to be a goldfish, you go be a goldfish. It's all good.
Amen.
I mean,
Well said.
it's just, we live in a weird time, man. We do.
And
But those same people want to lift up Dwayne Wade and say that he's the father of the year because he's so loving and he's so accepting and he's so empathetic to his children and their decisions and their emotions. If we don't get on board with this narrative, with this agenda that you see on the screen, if we don't get on board with that, then we are considered hateful. He's a bigot because he doesn't understand that gender dysphoria in children is a real thing. I'm just gonna say this right now. I don't believe in that. Just like some of y'all don't believe in Jesus Christ, I don't hate you. Do you? That's your free will. All that dysphoria in children, all that talk, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that.
Now, y'all heard what the brother just said, right? Here it is, Neo. He's a high-profile celebrity in the entertainment industry. Then you got Dwayne Wade, who's also high-profile in the entertainment industry. Okay? You're not separating the celebrity here, okay? Because both of them, to me, is in the same range. The only difference is they both do different things in the entertainment industry, okay? He was a pro athlete. Neo was a pro R&B singer. Dwayne Wade got praised. We saw it. Yeah, we all saw it. You saw it. I saw it. Everybody saw it. How Dwayne Wade wants to raise his son, who wants to be a little girl. That's his BI. That's what he does. That's what he do. That's them. Now, here it is. You got Neo, who expressed how he feel about how he raises his kids. Like he said, I have 5 boys and 2 girls that I got to take care of. And now, because he's expressing the fact that he doesn't agree with how that particular situation is going down with anybody, now they want to cancel. They want to cancel him now because he didn't agree with the agenda. I'm pulling out my notes because I be needing to write stuff down so people can see and understand. Now I'm gonna say this: do I hate them? Absolutely not. I love my family and I love my friends. Now, my gay friends, I don't hang out with them because they don't do the same thing I do. Okay? They're not walking the walk that I'm walking. Just like I'm not walking the life and the walk that they're walking. But one thing for sure, because I am a part of the fashion industry, guess what? I be around a lot of them. And one thing about me, they know that when China is in the midst, before we depart, I'm gonna give them the doggone word, okay? That's love. That's love. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't sit up here and tell you the truth. And the crazy thing is, a lot of you guys know the truth, but you want to get the truth and you want to twist it. God says you can't add or take away from the word of God. The word is the word is the word. You can't change it. It was set in stone from the beginning, wrapped in human flesh, just like us. He brought heaven down to earth for us. He is the beginning and he is the end. Okay? 1 Corinthians 14:33 says, for God is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all the churches of the saints. That's in 1 Corinthians. I'm going to let y'all watch this next video clip. Hold on to your seats because it's about to go down, okay? Take your last swig because it's about to go down. I don't sugarcoat nothing because I love you. Now watch this video clip and then I'm going to come back with my commentary. Watch this.
The Bible says that God created all of us for his glory. Isaiah 43 verse 7. I know what y'all hate when I jump around in scriptures, but I want to say this real quick and then I want to get to the apology, because Neo apologized after he said what he said. He came out and apologized. And we need to talk about that. But Isaiah 43 verse 7, it says, everyone who is called by my name, whom I created for my glory, whom I formed and made. We are all made to glorify God. God created us male and female for his glory. Because on the flip side, you're either glorifying God or you're glorifying the devil. He wants you to stay confused. Satan wants you to stay in the middle. When we start changing our God-given bodies, at that moment, we are no longer glorifying God. And if we're allowing our children to do that, then we are participating in our children's downfall. It's confusion, it's deception, and it's wicked. I'd like to express my deepest apologies. After much reflection, I'd like to express my deepest apologies to anyone that I may have hurt with my comments on parenting and gender identity. I've always been an advocate for love and inclusivity in the LGBTQIA plus community, so I understand how my comments could have been interpreted as insensitive and offensive. Gender identity is nuanced, and I can honestly admit that I plan to better educate myself on the topic so that I can approach future conversations with more empathy. At the end of the day, I lead with love and support everyone's freedom of expression and pursuit of happiness. Then it came out that statement, that apology, that wasn't even from Neo.
Now, as y'all can see, you know, his publicist sent a message out there, having people think that it was Neo actually sending that message out there, like it was him. She's talking for him. And he clearly was showing that he didn't appreciate that. You know, if I offended anybody per my conversation when I was doing my interview, I apologize if I offended anybody. However, I am standing by what I was saying. People can speak on heterosexuality, but then the moment somebody have their opinion about the alphabet community, now all of a sudden it's a big issue. No, you can't say that because of this. And like he said, you got an opinion about me just like I got an opinion about you. I got kids, you got kids. How you raise your kids might not be how I raise mine. Like he said, I was raised on a male being a male, a female being a female. Male and female. The only way anything can be created. Okay? I'm gonna come up with this scenario. And then after this, I'm gonna show y'all this video clip that is not about Neo, but I just want some people to see where I'm coming from. Okay? Not trying to offend nobody. If you do get offended, it's because you know I'm telling the truth and you know I'm right. Just saying. Now, you can get mad, you can get glad, but I'm here to tell you the truth because I love you, okay? Whether you know it or not, I do. I'm thinking about your soul, okay? So, that's just like, dang, I don't forgot what I get ready to say. You know what? Okay. I tell you what. Watch this last video clip. And then after that, I'm going to come back with my commentary because y'all wearing me out, honey. I can't. Watch this.
Oh, that was from the publicist for Neo. Industry publicist for Neo, because Neo was not supposed to say what he said. The Neo's response after the publicist put out that apology on his social media pages.
What's going on, loved ones? This is Neo. All right, listen. I normally don't give too much of a damn about what y'all think about what I do, what y'all have to say about what I say, whatever. I normally don't care because, like I said, opinions ain't special. Everybody got one. However, this is something I feel very strongly on, and I need y'all to hear this from the horse's mouth, not the publicist's computer. So check this out. First and foremost, I do not apologize for having an opinion on this matter. I am a 43-year-old heterosexual man raising 5 boys and 2 girls, okay? That's my reality. Now, if my opinion offended somebody, yeah, sure, I apologize for you being offended because that wasn't my intention. My intention is never to offend anybody. However, I'm entitled to feel how I feel. I'm absolutely entitled to feel how I feel the same way you are entitled to feel how you feel. I ain't asked nobody to follow me. I ain't asked nobody to agree with me. I was asked a question and I answered the damn question. Okay? I have no beef with the LGBTQIA plus community whatsoever. I ain't got no beef with y'all. Do whatever the hell it is you want to do. Do what you want to do with your kids. However, somebody asked my opinion on this matter, and this is how I feel. I will never be okay with allowing a child to make a decision that detrimental to their life. I will never be okay with that. I don't care. I definitely plan to educate myself a little bit more on this matter. However, I doubt that there's any book anywhere or any opinion that somebody's going to tell me that's going to make me okay with letting a child make a decision like that. That's just period, point blank, and that's how I feel. If I get canceled for this, then you know what? Maybe this is a world where they don't need a Neo no more, all right? And I got no problem with that. I'm a hustler, all right? I'll figure it out. I got kids to raise, and I'm going to do that regardless. So, with that being said, y'all have a good day.
Why is that wrong? As a father to say that his children are perfect. That's essentially what he's saying. He's saying that his children are perfect the way that they are.
They don't want us to, I'm going to say, go against how they're living, right? But the minute we speak on it, it's like, my mind is just, y'all know, like how the little emoji is with the clouds above the head. That's how my mind is right now. It blows my wig back, but it don't blow my wig back, if you know what I mean. Because the word does say that in the last days, people will become lovers of themselves. They will call evil good and good evil. They saying they want to be a girl. If they're a girl, they want to be a boy at 5 or 6 years old. I mean, they're still at an impressionable age where you got to make sure they wipe their booty all the way. They don't know. But you know. But I will be a hater if I sat up here and I didn't tell you the truth. You know, you never thought about when you die, because it's gonna happen. You never thought about when your soul departs from this shell. People are so worried about wearing designer clothes. It just blows it blows my mind. 2 Timothy 3:1-5 says this, and I'm gonna show y'all this next clip, and then I'm finna be out of here, okay? 2 Timothy 3:1-5 says, but understand this, that in the last days, there will come times of difficulty, right? We're in difficulty now. For people will be lovers of themselves. What he mean by that is, every time you look around, somebody got the camera on themselves. They're going to go and get their lips filled up. They're going to get the butt done. They're going to get the chest done. They're becoming lovers of themselves. They have their pleasure in themselves, okay? Masturbating. There ain't no other way to put it. I just put it out there. Okay, you're touching yourself. Arrogant, abusive, disobedient to their parents. I know a couple kids who's become teenagers and they start smelling themselves, thinking, okay, keep doing that. That's another story, because I was just getting ready to get hot and mad. Keep doing it. God will cut your life short for that. Ungrateful, unholy, heartless, unappeasable, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not loving good, treacherous, reckless, swollen with conceit, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. Don't let that go over your head. Now, a lot of people think that because they grew up in the church and they got baptized and then as time went on, they became a part of the world and once saved, always saved. That's far from the truth. That's deception from the loser, Lucifer. Okay? He prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking who he can devour. And he's not talking about your flesh. He's talking about your soul. He wants to destroy your soul. He knows his time is about to run out. He knows his time is running short. So he's doing whatever he can. He's going to tell you in your head. He's going to talk to you in your head. When you start having those evil thoughts, saying you always thought you were supposed to be a woman and you were born a man. He knew what he was doing when he created me female. And I'm going to tell you this, okay? You can go get your butt done. But guess what? If you were born male, you're going to always be male, baby. You can't get pregnant. You don't release eggs. You don't have a period. I'm just putting it out there. That doesn't mean I don't love you. However, it's deception from the devil himself. He's very crafty. And he's on a mission to take a lot of people where they don't want to go. A lot of people walking around here, they're not thinking about when they die. They're living in the now. Greater is he who is in me than he who is in the world. A lot of people walking around here thinking about when the next Jordans are gonna come out. But you're not thinking about when your body drops. You're not thinking about your soul. And you got transgender people who go and get their male anatomy cut off and then regret it later. Why? Because when you get your male anatomy cut off, your brain is being signaled that hole down there is a wound. Because that's exactly what it is. It's a wound. So it's gonna try to close. And that's why you gotta keep it clean. Who wants to live like that every day of their life? Trying to become a woman. You can't become a woman if you weren't born a woman. All the implants, all the chiseling down the jawbone and all that ain't gonna change it. Either way it go, you got it covered up. But honey, if you were born a man, you a man. If you were born a woman, you a woman. My thing is, if you born a woman and you like women, be a woman. If you were born a man and you like men, be a man. Don't go get your male anatomy cut off. Anyway, watch this next clip. And I'm gonna come back with my commentary.
Graft didn't take, so like it sounds funny, but like a part of my lip was hanging and they had to cut it off. It was so hard to just regain that back. And then I just started to close up and it was painful, like to the point of like I thought I was gonna faint sometimes when I would put it inside me. It was just so painful. It hurt so much. So eventually I gave up and I was depressed. It had me very depressed because I lost all this depth and I was just like, fuck it, I'm not dilating. I'm not doing this shit. Like, I guess I'm gonna be a human Barbie with a fucking non-working vagina. My vagina closed. And the delusion thinking that, society was gonna treat me differently. I thought that the world was gonna just see me. My ex, there was a lot of times where he was like, oh, please, baby, like, you need to get that open. Like, because we will have anal sex, and it was great and all, but, he was well endowed. And for me to do that every day, like, he was a very sexual person. He wanted to have sex a lot. It was very performative. I would do it for him, but I didn't enjoy it. Like, there was times where I'll cry, like, afterwards. I was just frustrated because I'm like, damn, I'm all this woman and physically, like, I have this part, but I can't even, like, utilize it.
Now looking back, if you had the chance to rewind time, would you have still gotten surgery?
No.
Really?
Yeah, just, the path that I chose out of ignorance.
I'm just putting it out there, okay? Now, I'm going to say this. In John 7:24, he says, do not judge by appearances, but judge with right judgment. Folks, it's right judgment. Talking about the video, did y'all pay attention to what this person was saying about cutting off his male anatomy? See, the devil deceived him so bad, now he regrets getting his stuff chopped off. Don't regret it now. I'm not judging unrighteously. I'm judging with love and concern. Because you got to think about that day. Because it's going to happen. I can only tell you. I can only talk to you. Don't allow this deception from the devil to steal your soul. You heard what the person in the video I recently just showed you just said. And he got the male anatomy chopped off. And that's what I was saying before. You can get it chopped off. What? Your brain. You wasn't born with a womb. You can't carry no baby. It's because you go and get a wig put on your head and you go and get hormone pills to change the sound of your voice to make it lighter, get in little implants. That's your business. However, either way it go, you still what God created you to be underneath it all, whether you like it or not. Even after I got my sex changed, guess what? I thought people was going to treat me different. I thought I was going to be treated just like the women who are really born women. But nothing changed. When it's time to get down with my ex. Because he was created a man, male hormones, okay? When it came down to get down, actually he's going to fiend for an actual real woman. He got to the point where he was like, I can't keep, this hurts. I can't keep going out my way to try to clean down there. And the brain is telling it to close up because it's not a real vagina. So he got to the point where he was like, I guess I'll just be a real life Barbie and let it close on up. He let it close up. You got the back part, okay, back there. It wasn't created for all that pounding. Just saying. It's the real spill. Up here chopped off. Now, the future comes along, and guess what? Guess what? Guess what? I'm going to let you guess. I'm going to go ahead and let you guess. Now, they get to the point where they're like, you know what? I want to start living my life as I was born. A woman. Now you done got this chopped off. To please man or to please yourself. In the last days, people will become lovers of themselves. Got this chopped off and now you can't. I mean, if you could go and get implants, but now you're feeling like half of a woman because your real stuff ain't up there. You want to be a woman that like women, that's your business. You want to be a man who like men, that's your business. However, one thing that cannot be changed is the anatomy you were born with. I don't care what to say. It's biblical. It's facts. It's biblical and it's facts. If you really want to change, that doesn't mean because of grace, God's grace and mercy, you can fall and now you just by your own will, oh, I'm a sin and then God knows my heart, he'll forgive me. No, it doesn't work like that. Now, you gotta want to save your soul more than I want to save your soul. I can't save your soul for you. Only you can. You don't want to be left behind. I can guarantee you that. Because it ain't going to be how it is now. Where you can come and go and you go into a store. Everything's going to be destroyed. Everything. Because that's going to be it. I'm trying to go in the first batch. When Jesus come back to get his people, I'm going to be one of the first people in line. Lord, where have you been? I've been waiting for you. What took you so long? All this time. Me going through all of this. Okay? So, your girl about to get up out of here. I love y'all. I want to say, love God, love people, and I'm gone. Okay? Bye.
Red love, I say more, I say my love, red love, I say more, I say my love. I've been thinking about this moment for a minute. It took a little while to get it, I don't regret it. Lost a couple friends that I knew along the way. Cause of hate and jealousy, I'm trying to lead them all the way up. Giving praise to the one that I follow. He cut that check for me.